As General Gregory has just said, the new Armed Forces Pension Scheme, AFPS 15, will go live in 2015, and the vast majority of service personnel and women will be automatically transferred to the new scheme on the 1st of April of that year. I say almost all because, as has already been announced, those with transitional protection will remain on their existing schemes. That is, those regular service personnel and full-time reserve service, full commitment, who were born before the 1st of April 1967, and those members of Reserve Forces pension schemes who were born before the 1st of April 1962. Everyone else will move to the new scheme. The upgraded calculator has been designed to provide an accurate forecast of pension benefits for those with transitional protection. The new version of the calculator can be used by almost all service personnel. However, there are some groups who can't use it, and these are the same groups who cannot use the original version. And they are all reservists, including members of the non-regular permanent staff and the full-time Reserve Service 97 pension schemes, as well as members of the Reserve Forces pension scheme, members of the Military Provost Guard Service who are members of Armed Forces Pension Scheme 75 or 05, those who have transferred pensions from other public service schemes such as the police or the NHS, members of AFPS 75 who promote but leave before they have served the required length of time to qualify for a pension in their new rank, those with a commissioned service addition which is awarded to officer members of AFPS 75 who have been commissioned from the ranks and served between 2 and 5 years commissioned service, those who pay additional voluntary contributions, those who might wish to draw their pension early, taking an actuarial reduction, or inversely commute their AFPS 05 or RFPS 05 pension lump sum, and finally those going through divorce proceedings. A further upgrade to the calculator is planned for the end of 2013, which will enable the calculation of accurate forecasts for as many of the groups on this slide as possible. In the interim, all those who cannot use the new version of the calculator can request one free pension forecast from the Services Personnel Veterans Agency each year by completing a form which is available in 2 locations. Firstly, through DII on the SPVA Info Centre by clicking on Services, then Armed Forces Pensions, and then on the new page clicking on Armed Forces Pensions Forms. Or alternatively on the internet from the Pensions and Compensations section at the SPVA website at the address shown on the slide. The rest of us can and should use the calculator. You still of course have the right to request a formal forecast, but if your circumstances are already covered by the calculator, then your request will not be treated as a priority. Also, the Ministry of Defence is still working through the detail of accrued rights for some small cohorts of personnel. Until that detailed policy is confirmed, neither SPVA nor the upgraded calculator will be able to provide a forecast for bonus payments for medical or dental officer members of AFPS 05, members of the Royal Gibraltar Regiment Pension Scheme, Gurkha officers with service prior to 1997 who took the Gurkha offer to transfer to either AFPS 75 or AFPS 05, Gurkha soldiers with service prior to 1993 who took the Gurkha offer to transfer to either AFPS 75 or AFPS 05. Once the policy is confirmed for these groups, it will be published by MOD and SPVA will be able to provide forecasts. The new version of the calculator will enable you to forecast a range of career scenarios and the resulting pension that you will earn. You will have to enter some assumptions on how your future career will progress, how long you will serve, what rank you think you will promote to, and importantly, when this will happen. And this brings me to an important point. The calculator is a tool, a very good one, but just a tool. So the answer you get from it will only be as good as the data that you put into it. So garbage in, garbage out. So please ensure you enter the correct data with regard to your career, as this will ensure that your forecast is as accurate as possible. Those of you whose service will span 2015 when the new pension scheme arrives will have in effect 2 pensions. You will have accrued rights to pension benefits earned under the existing pension scheme, and you will also earn pension benefits under the new scheme. The calculator will allow you to forecast both of these pensions. Just as a reminder of your accrued rights, the value of pension benefits that you will have earned up to the introduction of the new scheme in April 2015 is fully protected. This includes the immediate pension, the early departure payment and the associated lump sums. These benefits will remain payable at exactly the time you are expecting to receive them and will be paid in accordance with existing scheme rules. Importantly, these benefits will be linked to your final salary at the point you leave the armed forces, not your salary at the point of transition to the new scheme.